Hey guys, in today's video, I'm going to go over the cost of waiting and what 6 months without an outbound system is actually costing you. The reason why I'm making this video is loads of people tend to overthink this massively and do loads of research into tools they don't need. Think that outbound is this massive, scary monster looking at them and only the big companies do it and they're too scared to give it a go. So this is what 6 months without actually taking action on this is costing you. So let's assume that you send 200 emails per day through a system, all automated, of course. This isn't manually typing those out. Monday to Friday, 22 working days each month. That equals 4,400 emails sent every single month at a very conservative 2% reply rate and 30%. If you're at a 30% close rate, which is, pretty good, and 30% of those replies come into being paying clients, and your average deal value, let's say it's $1,000, just a nice and easy round number that we can go for. These are obviously conservative numbers and it's quite easy to calculate based on your actual product or service price. So if you're making £1,000 or $1,000, whatever, per customer, this will work for you. So now let's actually look at what this looks like each month. So you'll have 4,400 emails firing out every single month automatically. 2% reply rate is 88, and that's 26 new clients if you're at a 30% close rate there. 26 grand in new revenue just sitting there every single month. Assuming that 30% close rate. Even if you think this is unrealistic, drop it to a 1% reply rate. That's 44 people coming back to you every single month, and half the new clients is 13 every single month. So get as crazy as you want and think, oh, maybe that's not realistic. For me, I would probably be, 1% reply rate. So 44 people coming back to me. Maybe 20 of those don't really want to talk to me. They don't like what I'm offering or whatever it is. And that takes you down to 24 people. And then let's say you close 5 of them. That's still 5 new clients. Even closing 1 of them, it's a new client every single month, so basically doing nothing and just having sales calls each month. So that's what it kind of looks like in practice. And you can be as extremely conservative and negative about it if you would like, or you can look at this and go, oh yeah, let's go, let's run this. So if you start today, month 1, same thing. We'll keep the emails consistent. We'll assume that you're not scaling up, even though most people that we help do scale up around the month 2, month 3 mark, because they realize that this is a bit of a growth hack, to be honest. Same amount of replies, same amount of new clients, even if we run with 13, like we said before. The 26 grand revenue, 156K just sitting there for 6 months. Just to put that into perspective, compared to not doing this at all, you're basically missing out on that completely. And if you extend that to actually look at over 12 months, if you started today, month 1 to 6, 156, month 7 to 12, assuming you don't scale, another 156, 300 grand. Wait for 6 months then, and then you start in month 7, then you see the 156 and you're behind your competitor who started 6 months ago. So the gap of waiting 6 months will always be 156 grand, assuming this calculation. If we have a look at these conservative numbers, we assume those 2% reply rates, 30% close rate, no improvement over time, no referrals from new clients. You'll be building case studies as well, social proof building and that type of thing. Optimized systems, typically your reply rate only increases because you're going to send more emails, they're going to get better, you're going to have a better offer, you're going to have more testimonials, more video case studies, more logos, more references, more everything, and it just gets better over time. The close rates will of course improve because you're having more sales calls, you're getting better at sales, and the more emails you send, the more meetings you book, the more calls you have, the more deals you close, and the better you get at the entire process. Month 6 will also always outperform month 1. Every single new client, if you do a good job, there'll be a new referral, just like what Hormozy says. And the system compounds, number one thing here, and waiting does not. So the reality is you're looking at about 150 grand price of waiting 6 months. That's the price tag with all of these calculations. And a lot of people say, I've got referrals. Referrals are not a pipeline. They give you unpredictable volume, no control over timing or quality. They're dependent on other people, and they kind of dry up oftentimes when you need them the most, which is quite ironic. I'm not saying referrals are bad, they're amazing. Like whenever we get referrals, it's a great warm introduction. You don't really have to sell yourself too much, and it's pretty much a closed deal. However, they're quite rare, and they're very inconsistent. And what an outbound system gives you is that predictable volume, because you know exactly what's going out. You decide when it runs, when you pause it, when you turn it off. Some people we've helped had to turn it off because they've had such a big pipeline come in. You just find exactly who you'd like to go after. It's entirely within your control, and it compounds longer. The longer it runs as well. And with the automated outbound community, you don't have to pay a lead gen agency like $5,000 a month and success fees and booking fees and meeting fees and all of that type of thing. We just show you how to run the entire thing yourself. A lot of people say they don't have time to build this. Absolute reality is it'll take you absolute maximum 30 days. And then time to manage it daily, 20 minutes. If you wanted to manage it, you don't really have to be honest. And the time spent worrying about pipeline, hours every week. The system does not take time away from your business. It gives you certainty that your business will keep growing is the main thing as well. I don't know, I might be making this sound like it's all so easy and you just start today and you'll be fine and just worry about it later. But the reality is, like, the first 6 months, it'll be tough. You know, the first month, you'll have the infrastructure live, emails start sending, the system's kind of warming up and kicking into gear is what we like to say. Typically around the 30-day mark or month 2, that's when your first replies start coming in. You start getting a few meetings booked. You're probably a little bit like, okay, this is a bit skeptical, whatever. And then that's when you start to refine your copy, look at what's working, subject lines, A/B tests, all of that type of thing. And then month 3 is that's when you start to get the consistent meeting flow. Your close rate then improves because you're getting more meetings in the door. Your list is getting way sharper. And then month 4, month 5, month 6, I'll wrap this up by just saying the system is going to be running on autopilot. 20 minutes a day to manage is pretty conservative. I think the longer it goes, the less you need to manage and the less time you need to put into it. Months 5 and 6 is when case studies start building, referrals, etc. And then month 6, yeah, everything's fully optimized. It's compounding, pipeline full. You know exactly what you're doing. And whenever someone tells you that they're paying a lead gen agency a few grand a month to run something like this for them, it's like, what are you actually paying them for? Because they own all of the tech, they own all of your domains, all of your mailboxes, all of the copy, all of the leads. And if anybody replies in future to an email that you sent through an agency that's really interested in your product or service after you've canceled your contract with the agency, they're not going to tell you. So you want to own everything. You want to make sure you can see all of the replies coming in, what's going in, what's coming out. And also with the agency, if someone says like unsubscribe or go away, or, you know, you get a few heroes out there that are quite funky about email, they're just going to delete those. And you want to know about those people. You want to refine things, refine your lists, and just, you want to be in control, basically. You want to be in the cockpit. You don't really want to be a passenger with something like this. So wrapping up, pretty much everyone we've helped has said the same thing. Wish I started sooner. And if you are ready to stop waiting, we do have a completely free automated outbound community. We show you the exact system that we use and everyone that we've helped use. Same tools, same process, step by step, click by click. It's completely free. Here's the link, school.com/automated-outbound. Completely free to join, start building. See you in there. Thanks for watching.